Feria, the Darkest Light is the latest addition to the horror categories of Netflix.
You're not real! You're not real!
Based on an overly used niche like the demonic cult and rituals, this Spanish horror thriller series has a good start. Created by Carlos Montero, the man behind this idea has a thought-provoking approach towards this series. But like all other series, Feria, the Darkest Light has also some flaws and shortcomings that needed to be discussed. So today the Cine Wizard is going to analyze this Spanish cult thriller for its viewers. If you haven't watched this show, then you have been warned against heavy spoilers. And that being said, let's hop into it.
Elena's in the kingdom. Do you want to see her? Mom?
Let's start with the basics. Feria, the Darkest Light is not an intuitive horror show. This means, like so many other series and films, the basic concept remains the same here, which is no doubt a demonic cult. This idea, this niche, can be observed in other horror films and TV series like Save Me, which had also involved this same idea. But one thing should be kept in mind, that despite this same old concept, Feria, the Darkest Light still excels at many aspects and factors. All these plus points are hidden in its story structure and cinematography.
No! Don't do it! I'm begging you. She's just a girl.
I'm sorry, but you are the key.
So let's check its premise first. The series opens in a picturesque village, Feria, in the mountain region of Spain. The focus of this horror thriller is two sisters, Sofia and Eva. After coming from a festival, the sisters are worried about their parents who still haven't returned. Then they find the biggest shock when police bust their house and revealed before them shocking footage. It is shown that their parents, Elena and Pablo, are responsible for killing 23 people, then disappearing after the incident. This is the first hook for the viewers to engage them in the storyline. Things slowly started to reveal after that, and we are introduced to the driving plot point of this show, the Cult of Light. Investigators dug deep into the village's history, and some dark secrets pop out for us.
When was the last time you saw them?
Last night, before we went to the party in San Juan.
Did your parents belong to some sort of organization?
But what were our parents? Some kind of visionaries?
The Cult of Light is a big cult with many followers who believe in another world, the kingdom and its creators. According to their belief, this world is not meant for any human, and we should all depart to the kingdom. But entering into such a world is not an easy task, because only women can live the veil for such a dangerous dimension, filled with ugly creatures.
Sweetheart, don't be afraid.
Mama?
Stay away from your sister.
What?
Lift the 5 veils. Come next to me.
So the main storyline starts to develop and the premise becomes more character-oriented. Sofia becomes the limelight and she is the key to the kingdom after her mother disappears into it. This is the basic story of Feria, the Darkest Light, and now it's time to analyze its good and negative points. So what's bad about this show? As we told you earlier, every series has some negative points and this show is not an exception. The biggest and most prominent factor which needs to discuss here is its slow pace.
Watch it, you don't want to get that fat. Leave me alone.
Is that how you're going to get Sophia to fall in love with you? Have you seen your face?
Quit laughing, for fuck's sake!
Yes, the slow pace of Feria, the Darkest Light makes it boring at some point. For example, in episode 2 and 3, there is nothing more exciting and revealing in its story. Then in episode 4 and 5, there is some intriguing stuff about the Cult of Light which serves as another hook for the audience. The creator's slow approach can be noticed throughout the series, and it leaves its viewers hanging till the end.
Where do you come from? What is the sign of your father?
Apart from the unnecessary slow pace, an unstable theme doesn't fit very well with the audience. Shows like these are usually story-driven and plot-driven shows. The same approach can be observed in the first half of Feria, The Darkest Light, but in second half, it becomes more horror thriller than horror mystery. This slight shift makes it more character-driven, and a viewer focuses on characters rather than on the story unfolding before him.
Come to the sacrifice. Come to the gates of light now.
The reason behind this factor is too many revelations in second half, and it's not a good point for any series. So, what's good about it? Despite these negative points, Feria The Darkest Light has some positive points which make it worth watching. In these positive aspects, the dark environment surrounding this horror thriller is used very well. The dark environment with amazing visual effects keeps the audience engaged and continuously delivers a dosage of thrill for its fans.
What they did to Sophia is part of a ritual.
But how long has the cult of light been in this town?
This factor comes in handy in all horror series, and Carlos Montero used it with a good balance and in a proper way. That's why, apart from having a slow pace, the viewers can still go through from the first episode to the last episode.
Who organized the mind ritual? Was it Elena? You tell me.
The storyline of this show involves a cult, its rituals, and the dark secret behind it. The same idea can be observed in many other Netflix projects like Chosen and The Order. But the thing which makes it distinct is its potential. Like a whole other season can be made using Sophia Enters the Kingdom.
Sophia! Sophia, run!
What?
This isn't real! Run now! Sophia!
She, along with her mother, can close the door and stop all this madness. This is the potential carried by its storyline, and it makes viewers keep watching all episodes. The dark theme and dark mood require a specific performance to match with it. Well, all major cast perform according to their environment, theme, and mood. Anna Tomano as Eva, as Carla Compra, as Sophia is brilliant throughout the entire show. They deliver a dark and emotional performance where it was needed and leave a good impression on their fans.
The Civil Guard are working on the collective suicide instigated by a cult known as the Cult of Light.
Should you stream it or skip it? Well, if you are really into stuff like cult rituals and grotesque creatures wrapping up in an ongoing mystery, then this show is worth giving a chance. Although it doesn't come strong as Stranger Things or Dark, still it keeps its audience engaged and entertaining. Moreover, there is so much potential and so much to unveil in its coming seasons, which you don't want to miss. So, you should give it a try.
It can't be true.
What are your thoughts about this series? Share with us in the comment section and keep watching the Cine Wizard, because you know it's all about cinema.